world has changed, and so has the city of innumerable beliefs. Modernism has slowly made its way into India's historically significant city of Varanasi. For several thousand years, Varanasi was the cultural center of North India. The city thrived as an important industrial center, famous for its muslin and silk fabrics, perfumes, ivory works, and sculpture. The city today is known worldwide for its many ghats or stone embankments along the river bank, where a grand aarti is performed regularly. An educational and musical center, many prominent Indian philosophers, poets, writers and musicians live or have lived in the city, and it was the place where the Banaras Gharana of Hindustani classical music was developed. Regarded as an eminent seat of learning by ancient India, Varanasi is slowly catching up with modern India. Times are changing, and the city is well on its way to reclaim its former glory. Expectations grew when the city was declared a smart city. The city also featured prominently in the efforts of the Government of India to connect Eastern India with sources of clean fuel, natural gas.
गंगा तो हमारे पास है ही है, हम ऊर्जा गंगा को लेकर के आ रहे हैं आपके पास। गैस पाइपलाइन बिछाएंगे सैकड़ों किलोमीटर, जैसे हमारे घर में गृहिणी किचन में टैप चालू करते ही पानी आता है, वैसे ही टैप चालू करते ही गैस आ जाए, इसके लिए ये योजना है। और हर परिवार को ये पहुंचे। सैकड़ों किलोमीटर दूर से पाइपलाइन से गैस आएगी, बड़ा महंगा कारोबार है, लेकिन एक बार अगर वो लग गया तो सालों साल तक यहां के जीवन को भी लाभ होगा और यहां के क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ में भी बहुत बड़ा फायदा होगा, इकोनॉमी में भी फायदा।
This dream was given shape in the form of the prestigious Pradhan Mantri Urja Ganga project, a 2,655 kilometer long natural gas pipeline originating at Phulpur in Uttar Pradesh. The project was envisaged to be a major step towards collective growth and development of the eastern region of India. Such an ambitious project required a highly skilled and efficient company which could deliver the project on time. GAIL, a Maharatna PSU under the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, with an impeccable record of constructing gas pipelines across the country, was entrusted with the task of executing this project. Estimated to be laid at an investment of 12,940 crore rupees, the project JHBDPL covers 2,655 kilometers of high-pressure natural gas pipeline. An additional investment of 6,000 crore rupees is envisaged city gas distribution or CGD projects, including the one in Varanasi.
Under this project, GAIL has completed 2 CNG stations and 5,000 home connection, domestic PNG connections, mainly at BHU, Banaras Hindu University and DLW Railway Colony.
The pipeline will start from Phulpur in Uttar Pradesh and reach Haldia in West Bengal, passing through the states of Bihar, Jharkhand and Odisha. The project will usher in industrial development in East India by supplying environmentally clean natural gas to fertilizer and power plants, refineries, steel plants and other industries. It will also provide direct and indirect employment to thousands of people. The natural gas pipeline project is designed to provide PNG and CNG to people in states of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha and West Bengal, and will benefit the residents of Varanasi as well. Right from the onset, the task of laying pipelines through Varanasi was clearly Herculean, requiring minute planning, coordination and technical inputs.
We have to face many places. We have to deal with the local leaders, farmers leaders, and then administration. We have to run pillar to post to take help of the administration to resolve the issues. So these are the, but our boys or our people are very much dedicated and they are doing the job.
In a city which is bustling with activity, it was a big challenge to lay the pipelines without disturbing the daily routine of people. One needed to create an appropriate environment by reaching out to stakeholders and convince them about its benefits. GAIL took special care not to disturb the daily lives of the citizens of Varanasi, particularly while laying a stretch of 27 kilometers of underground pipeline with full safety measures. In Varanasi alone, about 800 kilometers of pipeline will be needed under the project for subsequently bringing PNG and CNG for about 50,000 households, commercial hotels, industries, and 20,000 vehicles respectively. Laying this larger network of pipelines in Varanasi will be embarked upon after the initial 27 kilometers pipeline is laid and made fully functional satisfactorily.
ये पहली योजना है बनारस के लिए जिसमें 2-3 फेज़ में काम हम लोगों ने करना निश्चित किया है। पहला फेज़ है ये हमारा जिसमें 27 किलोमीटर 27.5 किलोमीटर का स्टील गैस पाइपलाइन के थ्रू हम लोग पूरे शहर में वितरण करेंगे।
A city gate station or CGS was constructed outside the city at Ashapur Tulsipatti. In order to connect with the city, a gas distribution center was also set up. The process of laying pipelines starts with a survey of the area, which is conducted by ground-penetrating radar survey with the help of a GPR machine. It is a totally non-destructive technique to produce a cross-section profile of the subsurface without any drilling, trenching or ground disturbance. A ground plan is made after the survey, which includes practical logistics of operation. As per the requirements, technical equipment is mobilized at the designated venues before the work starts. The pipes needed for laying are assembled at the site to save time. Since the pipes are to be laid underground, the first thing is to dig a trench from where the pipe will be laid. The trench is the point from where the drilling will be done with the help of a horizontal drilling machine. In order to lay an 8-inch pipe, a hole of 12 inches is made. The horizontal flush drilling technique is used in trenchless pipeline construction and is particularly suitable for pipe laying in densely built-up urban areas or for crossings underneath water or buildings. The pilot hole is drilled along a 2- or 3-dimensionally curved line between the entry point and an exit point. In the second step, in controlled horizontal drilling, the pilot hole is widened, which is known as reaming process. Finally, the pipe string is pulled in from the exit point into the widened borehole. After this, all the sections of pipes are welded together. The welding is highly controlled and performed by properly trained personnel using state-of-the-art technologies. Finally, the welded joints are inspected with radiography technique to ensure their quality. Welds that do not pass stringent requirements are repaired or replaced immediately. The pipes are filled with water and safely pressurized to 1.5 times higher than the one at which the pipeline would normally operate at for verifying the overall integrity of the pipeline. This test is held for several hours to check the structural integrity and overall strength of the pipeline. Once this pre-hydro testing is done and everything is inspected and found to be correct, then a special corrosion protection coating is provided on the pipes. Since the gas pipelines are prone to accidents, therefore nothing is left to chance. Entire external coating is checked for any leaks or perforations through a process called holiday test. If at all any leakage is found, it is repaired immediately. Subsequently, with the help of horizontal direct drilling or the HDD machine, pipes are pulled into the hole thus created. Since the pipes are of particular length, a process known as tie-in joins them now. GAIL officials leave nothing to chance. Once the pipes are joined, a post-hydro test is conducted to check again if the joints are secured, ensuring that there are no leakages.
वाराणसी थोड़ा सा कंजेस्टेड सिटी है, छोटी छोटी रोड्स हैं, पतली गलियां हैं, व्हीकल्स का मूवमेंट बहुत ज़्यादा है, डे एंड नाइट में तकरीबन सेम रहता है। और जो हमारा मशीन्स लगी हुई हैं, जो हमारा पाइप चल रहा है, हम लोकल सिटीजन्स की यहाँ पे सेफ्टी का ध्यान रखते हैं ताकि किसी के साथ कोई दुर्घटना ना घटे, किसी के साथ कोई हादसा ना हो, किसी को कोई इंजरी ना हो।
The final step towards completing the laying of the pipeline is to install a fiber optic cable. It is a method of monitoring the pipelines at minimal cost. This technique helps operators detect the earlier stages of threats to the pipeline, giving them time and information to enable an efficient response. An external fiber optic cable, often included during pipeline installation for communications, is used to detect leaks, ground movement, and third-party intrusion, helping avoid pipeline damage. Besides this, valve stations are built along the pipeline, allowing operators to shut off sections of the line for maintenance or, in an emergency, to vent the gas.
The challenges will be too much because of traffic and utility. As per the record, in Varanasi city there are 6.5 lakhs domestic connections. So if you will replace those domestic connections of LPG by gas connections, then there will be a lot of scope in the Varanasi for this company.
One of the significant aspects of construction is that most of the work is done at night to avoid unnecessary disturbance and any inconvenience to public, traffic, and in line with permission from the local administration.
दिन में हमारा मैक्सिमम काम लाइजनिंग से रिलेटेड होता है, जो कि हम डिफरेंट जो अथॉरिटीज़ हैं उनके साथ लाइजनिंग करके हम परमिशन वगैरह लेते हैं, और रात में हमें जो काम की परमिशन के जो मिलती है उसमें हम अपना काम यहाँ पे करते हैं.
Next day, people will only see suggestions of something which happened last night. The road to development can take shape only in this fast and professional manner. GAIL has always excelled in accepting challenges successfully. This Varanasi CGD system is just a part of its overall commitment. Once the main pipeline is laid, it is time to establish the connectivity to the end user. This involves another set of pipe laying. In order to regulate the flow of gas, district regulatory stations or DRS are built along the steel line, which divide and supply gas in a controlled manner. A medium-density polyethylene or MDPE pipe in diminishing width sequence of 125 to 63 to 32 to 20 millimeters is joined to the main line and clamped through DRS. The 20 millimeter MDPE pipe is then extended to the houses. The supply to consumers is done through galvanized iron pipes, which are fitted on the exterior walls. Smart meters are fitted for the convenience of customer and smart billing of gas.
I want to thank and I want to congratulate, because this was a really challenging project which we are going to complete and very shortly, and this you can say that Urja Ganga will very shortly flow to the city and will give the advantage to the common people.
Besides supplying PNG gas to homes, GAIL is now establishing several CNG stations in Varanasi. This will help reduce vehicular pollution apart from saving petrol and diesel. Implementing this project will possibly reduce several concerns regarding the city's pollution. One of the main constituents of air pollution in the city has been the cremation ritual at Raja Harishchandra Ghat. Now, with natural gas connectivity, Varanasi will be able to move towards a new tomorrow by converting the electric crematorium to a natural gas crematorium. The LPG cylinders surrendered after the installation of PNG will be distributed to rural areas, which will help rural women get rid of smoke emissions during cooking with wood in their homes. The less use of wood means less deforestation too. As such, this Varanasi CGD project is truly environment friendly. GAIL India Limited, through the Pradhan Mantri Urja Ganga project, is once again playing a meaningful role in the socio-economic development of the country and is making new inroads towards connecting Eastern India to energy security and sustainable growth. The Varanasi CGD project of GAIL is a shining testimony of the same.